Hi, my name is Nicholas Kaczynski, and I am a business advisor and solution engineer at Odoo. What I want to review with you today is the HR module and how it can be used in order to facilitate trainings, examinations related to trainings, and really just how to give you oversight into all of your different employees and the progress that they're making around just different HR related activities. So where we're going to start here. First, if we go into employees, one of the main requirements was that you wanted visibility into the trainings. So here are just all of your employees. Of course, looks nicer with a picture, etc. But most importantly, you look up here in training. I just created a new model, which allows us to link right into a model that is very much similar to just a standard project model. If we click training, it will give us a general overview of all the different employees and all the different stages that they're in the various different types of trainings. You'll see some technical, some general training. Now, if we want to isolate by trainings, we could easily see just those in technical training. If we want to see people in general training, we can quickly see people in general training. And you'll be, of course, able to then drill in to this employee's training document. What we're going to be able to do at this point is, depending on how you want to handle the administration of the different material that you want your employees to interact with in order to take exams, etc., you're going to be able to either do that in the project, because all I did is link these two here. So you can you'll have your trainings here, and you'll be able to store information here in the documents and have employees access that here, visible by all employees, and they'll log in and they'll see the project and all the documentation in that project. I think I might have some in here. The next option, I think it's the much better option in my opinion. It might just take a bit more time in terms of setting up from an implementation standpoint. And that would actually be to leverage what we have called the e-learning platform. If you see down here, and this is on our website. You can have you can make this a public channel if you want to make it a partner channel or an employee channel. Of course, you'll want to do employee channel. But what this looks like is, if you go here, this is the public channel. This is like, it'll work in a similar sense that your employees would log in to as an employee, of course, and with the user access rights, they'll be able to go onto the website page, and they'll be able to access here all these different videos, documentation, slides. You'll see here infographics. They'll be able to access all of the different material right through here. For instance, you want to see a video right on the website that someone, you need them to watch different videos and answer questions about them. They'll be able to do that. You'll be able to quickly look at Odoo eSign, for instance, right on the website. And you'll be able to play it. So this is probably the best way to work with your employees in terms of having a repository of information to give them access to, and you really just retain that knowledge. So once they get done watching, and of course you'll be able to organize. You'll be able to organize all of your training material in different sessions according to different groups, different. Maybe there's the technical training, there's the general training, etc. And then the material in there will be able to reflect accordingly. All of this is customizable, of course. You'll be able to jump in here and start to edit things and drag and drop, etc. Now, once they get done watching all of this material, the next step for us would be to actually go to here. So your employees will complete training. They'll complete the training. And what they'll do then is you can give them access to quizzes or examinations, etc. The way we'll do that is, if we go into employee here, let's say we want to work with John Doe, employee John Doe. See here, we can have it set up so that whenever John Doe moves to a new session, say John Doe completes session 1, we're going to be able to send John Doe an examination in Odoo, and you'll be able to essentially give them a test. So this email would automatically happen if John Doe went into session 1, for instance. If John Doe moves over to session 2, it will automatically send out this email, and this is what that email looks like. I'll have to manually send it here because I didn't set up the automated action, but you'll see technical exam populates, and you can send it, and what happens is John Doe in his inbox will see, oh, here's the technical exam I need to take. And you click this. This is all done in Odoo, and here's just a kind of a corny exam that I put together, but just to give you an idea of what the infrastructure looks like. And I'll walk you through how to create these exams shortly. But here would be an example of like technical exam. You can rename this button, of course, to the exam, but it's really called our survey module. And your employees can start the actual examination. So please provide explanation of API call. APIs are cool. And connection breaks, who is the main point of contact? Who should we contact? We'll contact you. Submit the results. And thank you, answers are ready for your review, etc. Now what that does is this employee, if we look in like Mitch Bossy, so if we go into our employees here and we go into training and we look at like Mitch, you'll see all the results get captured up here. So as employees take exams, you'll be able to click it and you'll see technical training exam 1, and you'll actually see the results here. And you can click it, you'll see, the answers, the, Ellie here, and you'll be able to view the results right through here. This is just like for this employee, or you can have a general overview as well of all the answers. APIs are cool. You can see here any data, who, how many people and which people in specific are selecting certain multiple choice answers, and allow you to drill in to understand why there may be confusion around one versus another if you see any trending in the data. So that's the way that you'd be able to administer like examinations essentially at each different step of the training process. Once those exams are taken, as we mentioned, they are stored in the employee, in the actual employee's record, as we talked about here in the, you can see here the training through the employee record here. That'll show us Mitch Bossy's training, and you'll see up here in the results. Now, as far as the building those exams go, it's pretty simple. It's done in the survey module. If you open it up, you'll see all the different surveys here that you have. You'll see here's the technical exam that I created. You'll be able to design the survey, which I've already started designing it. See all the answers for this survey. You can test the survey, which I already did through the link, which I provided via the email. Sharing it here, you're able to, if you want to embed the actual exam on your website in the particular, in the training material, you'll be able to, here's the HTML code for that. If you want to just embed it as a hyperlink in an email and have it sent as employees are completing different stages of training, you'll be able to do that as well. It'll just take a little bit more work from a consultant in terms of configuring all that. Now, you'll be able to see up here, send private invitation to your audience, recipient, all that. Designing the survey. So if we go to edit, you'll see it's pretty simple. You name the survey, then you have different pages. So you may want to have different, parts of the survey. There may be a written portion to the exam. There may be a, multiple choice. So, or however there may be different subjects that you cover and ask questions about. You'll be able to design all those different pages here. You'll see if I open up a page, within each page, that's where you define all the questions within a particular page. So you'll see here's the one question. We can, design another question here. So the question can be, how old is Nick? And, we can ask for a numerical value, or we can ask for date and time, or a multi-text, one answer, and then you can put all your choices here. Multi-text, multiple answers. You'll see like if we do a one answer, you can say, what are the choices? 25, 26, 27. And we can go ahead and save and close that. And you can see at this point, you're also able to ascribe a value to that. Let me just see how that works. So you can, I know, put an actual value in there. So if this answer is, if they answer this answer, then the value is X, and you can have it 2 points, 4 points. I'm just trying to look for where that is. I can show you. It's in there. You can, I'm sure of that. So yeah, you can have answers, and then it'll generate scores, and that's how you'll be able to tell if someone passes or fails, because if you open up like the results, you would see if you look here into like a particular answer, you can actually drill into it here pretty in depth. So and you can print the answers as well. But that's essentially how the survey gets designed. And if you go to Design Survey, then it takes you here to the website where we can drag and drop and do all of our editing and make it look nice and pretty cosmetically. So as you build out your different exams will be sent to different users based on, of course, the project that they're in. So there's, as we mentioned here in the project, you'll have technical training, professional services training. So if a user is in this particular project and they move to a different stage in that project, an email would automatically be sent with the stage 3 training. And the stage 3 training will be nothing more. You'll create the new stage 3 training. You'll capture the link, and you will you'll just create that template for stage 3 training with the hyperlink. There is the actual hyperlink for stage 1, but you'll hyperlink the training, and then that email will send automatically to this particular user, and they'll be able to complete the answers, and the results will then be captured up here. As far as tracking the movement of users, you'll be able to see here, 44 minutes ago, I moved it from new to stage 3. So if we move it to a different stage, you'll be able to see now it automatically populates. So you'll be able to timestamp when users moved along through different stages, and you'll have some visibility into how long that training took, what particular sessions they struggled with based on how long they spent there before they moved to the stage going forward. So that is essentially how I envision you guys, like our platform being able to manage the training for you. Don't worry about like the project getting cluttered. You can always just save project. You can say project doesn't contain, and then you can have just training, and it'll isolate for you, and you can save this as like a default, and you'll always be able to, anytime you come into your projects, you'll be able to like quickly hide those trainings so that you only access them through the employee page, through training up here. And of course, if you want to group by project, you'll be able to, or group by, task, or list view here. This is broken out by task. X, it'll show us all tasks we have in session throughout the whole system, but we could quickly just isolate technical training, or we can look at general training as well and see here in a list view and drill in, see the results, etc. Okay, so I think I don't know, I shocked myself here with how flexible Odoo was in terms of being able to accommodate those requests. So yeah, if there's anything else that you guys are looking for or that I didn't cover today, just let me know. I'm sure there's a way to handle it, and I'll be more than happy to build that out for you. So thanks so much for your time, much appreciated, and I look forward to hearing back from you.